I'd like to share an inspiring story about not giving up, but fuck it, this is my story. So, pretty much, this is when I went to Atlanta and I met Outkast, right? I'm talking about Big Boy of Outkast. Let me see, cooler than the polar bear's toenails. Um, Let me see, Kryptonite. Some other stuff with capital ANDRE 3000. Yeah, the unicorn. Yeah, the goat. Everybody knows that. Okay, but yeah, I went down to Atlanta, right? So I go down to Atlanta, and the first thing I do is go to the studio, Stankonia Records, that was formerly owned by Bobby Brown of New Edition, right? So I go down to the studio. I just knew that. I just got a chance to review that on the internet, but let's get back to the story. So I go to the studio and I take some pictures. You know, I was a fan of Outkast since I want to say 2000 when they had the blogs and the threads, Outkast.com and Stankonia.com. You know, the real knows that. Okay, so yeah, I went there, and basically, two guys come out. Two guys come out and say, "You can't not be here," and I'm like, "Why can't I be here? I'm a big fan." So, let me see what happened. Basically, I left. I left because I was scared. I left because I didn't want fucking Big Boy to come out and kick my ass. You know what I'm saying? For real, right? So I left. And then, I don't know, man. I do know. I left. I went to my hotel room and I hooked up with another Dungeon family member. Publicly, I want to say, I am sorry. I can't mention him right now. But if you go fish for a song I made, you can find it. You can definitely find it, okay? But yeah, getting back. So it goes on and on and on, and basically I try to get into the studio. I go to the Stankonia Mondays review, where they review music. Basically, I was excited, but they let me in last, right? Because I was such a big fan. I had the jersey. I had on a Big Boy jersey on, which was available on bigboy.com, right? So I go there and nothing happens. I meet nobody. I don't even meet Andre 3000. I don't even meet him. So cool, right? So I leave and I keep calling. 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 I send emails. I send emails. I send emails. And nobody was really responding to me the way I wanted to be responded to. I was from Houston. I went down to Atlanta to do my own thing, to do what I had to do. But yeah, what I had to do. I was having some problems at the house, and I just had to move out. So yeah, I go down to the studio. This is where it gets juicy, right? I go down to the studio. I wait in front of the studio, and some guy comes out, and he's like, "Why are you here?" And I say, what do I say? I say, "Oh yeah, I'm here to meet Big Boy, right?" He says, "Okay, well, just wait here, you know?" So I waited there for like 10 minutes. I waited there, and I knew some fucked up shit was happening. So I go down to the other side. And who do I see? I see Big Boy in the studio, chilling, recording. I don't know what he was fucking doing, right? So he's like, he's doing all this. He's like doing all this because he thinks I'm a John Lennon his ass. I wasn't gonna John Lennon his ass, if you know what I'm talking about. I wasn't gonna do anything, but probably just talk to him. So he's like, okay, no, that's not what happened. The guy comes out, one of his guys come out, and they're like, hey, why are you here? You're kind of annoying. I'm like, no, I'm not annoying at all. I need $200. So, for some food, and I need somewhere to stay, and I'm trying to get on. So, help me out. Nothing happened, right? About 3 days later, I go to the mall where the Cheesecake Factory is, and I'm chilling. And I happen to see Big Boy and one of his dudes. It blew my mind, right? So he asked me, hey, wasn't this the old dude that was over here at the studio the other day? And I'm like, yeah, nigga, that's me, bitch. But no, I wasn't like that. I was like, fuck yeah, nigga. I was like, fuck yeah, man, that's me, right? So I talked to him. He was like, yeah, man, if you wanna do your thing, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If you wanna do your movies, if you wanna do your film, just come down to the studio and I'll talk to you and we'll make it happen. But the next day, I take Uber down to the studio. I met with the rudest thing on the fucking intercom. The intercom. They still won't let me in, right? So, this is what happened. I go down to this is what happened. It gets better, right? So I get down to the nitty gritty. Let me see. Well, let's get past that and let's get to when he actually came out to see me, because all this bullshit was happening, right? I actually did something that was pretty distasteful. He knows it. If you want to say what you want to say, man, it's cool. I apologize. It was fucked up. But man, it was all love, man. It's all love. Y'all helped me with y'all lyrics and the music. You just got me through. That's why I'm doing this anyway. But yeah, and I get to the front of the studio the next day, I think. He comes out with his homeboy named Trevor. I won't forget that. He comes out with a homeboy named Trevor. And he's like, okay. He's like, nigga, why? Why are you here? You threaten my interns. You're calling, you're being disrespectful. And I was like, nah, man, it's not like that at all, sir. No, I've been admiring the group, you, for a long time. You're definitely your art, and your art, all of it. And yeah, he's like, yo, man, nigga, nigga. He said that a couple of times. That's just Outkast, right? So he says that, and I'm like, bro, you need to chill. I don't want to fight him. I don't want to fight Big Boy on damn Peachtree, bitch. Okay, so this is what happened. So he comes out and he's like, okay, don't do it again. Don't do it again. And I didn't, bitch, because I was scared of fucking Big Boy, nigga. All right, so this is what happens. He says what he says, and he gives me $200. But this was all the way after. All the way after. Everything, man. And I just thank them for being helpful. I thank them for recognizing a fan, even though they didn't have to recognize anybody, man, because, they're legends, and that's what's up. So, yeah, I think that's it, man. I think that was all of the story. Oh, yeah, that night, I did fucking get Andre 3000's email address, but that doesn't mean anything because he didn't respond. Andre, if you want to see me, then just see me. Okay, unicorn? All right, peace.